Did you know Michael Jackson died $500 million in debt? His finances looked like total disaster. Neverland Ranch was bleeding money. Lawyers were circling. The numbers were ugly. But here is the twist. The moment he passed in 2009, everything flipped. His music catalog, his name, his likeness suddenly became untouchable. His estate earned over $2 billion in the years that followed. The assets never changed. The person holding them did. Sometimes the most valuable thing you own just needs the right moment to prove it. Did you know Norway found oil in 1969 and made one of the smartest money decisions in history? Instead of spending the cash, they saved almost every dollar into a single fund. Today, that fund is worth over $1 trillion and owns a small piece of nearly every major company on Earth. Every Norwegian citizen is technically a millionaire because of it. They never touched the money. That was the whole move. The most powerful wealth decision Norway ever made was simply choosing to wait. Did you know the richest man in America once went weeks without bathing, eating almost nothing, hiding in a blacked-out hotel room? That was Howard Hughes. At his peak, he was worth billions. He owned airlines, movie studios, entire casinos, and he spent his final years terrified to touch a doorknob, malnourished, unwashed, completely alone. He died of kidney failure in 1976 while his empire was still running without him. All that money, and not a single dollar could buy him peace of mind.
Costco sells a hot dog and soda for $1.50. That price has not changed since 1985. When a Costco executive tried to raise it, the CEO, Jim Sinegal, reportedly told him he would be fired if he did. But here is the thing. Costco is worth over $300 billion. They are not keeping that price out of kindness. Every time someone thinks about that hot dog, they think about their membership. And that membership is where Costco actually makes its money. The hot dog is not a deal. It is a trap. A brilliant one. McDonald's sells billions of burgers a year, but that's not actually how it makes most of its money. Here's the secret. McDonald's owns the land underneath thousands of its restaurant locations. When a franchisee signs up, McDonald's becomes their landlord. The food could sell well or sell badly. The rent still comes in either way. In a single year, McDonald's collects over $13 billion in revenue from franchisees. A huge chunk of that is rent, not food. One of the most famous food brands on earth is really just a real estate company in disguise.
Did you know one person took down a bank that survived Napoleon? Barings Bank was over 200 years old. It financed wars. It held the Queen's personal accounts. It was one of the most trusted financial institutions on earth. Then a trader named Nick Leeson, working out of a small office in Singapore, started hiding losses in a secret account. By the time anyone noticed, he had lost $1.4 billion. The bank collapsed in 11 days. Centuries of wealth. One unchecked person gone. Did you know a single palace garden was once worth more than the entire state of California? In 1989, at the peak of Japan's asset bubble, analysts calculated that the land beneath Tokyo's Imperial Palace was worth more than all of California's real estate combined. The whole country of Japan, on paper, was worth 4 times the entire United States. Then belief shifted. Within a few years, the market collapsed by around 80%. Nothing physically changed. The land was still there. But worth was never the land. It was always just the agreement.
Did you know a single share of Berkshire Hathaway costs more than most Americans make in an entire year? One share, over $600,000. Warren Buffett has never split the stock, not once in decades. Every other company does it to make shares easier to buy. Buffett refused. His reason is actually brilliant. High prices keep out day traders and short-term speculators. He only wants long-term investors who think like owners, so he built a price wall, and it worked. Berkshire Hathaway is now one of the most valuable companies on earth. Walmart makes so much money, it would rank as one of the largest economies on earth if it were its own country. We're talking more economic output than Poland, more than Sweden, more than Argentina, around $650 billion in revenue every single year. And here's the wild part. Walmart built all of that on one idea. Sell things slightly cheaper than everyone else. No fancy product, no tech breakthrough. Just lower prices, every day for decades. Sometimes the simplest idea scales into something almost too big to believe.
Did you know someone sold 10% of Apple for $800? His name was Ron Wayne. He co-founded Apple alongside Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak in 1976. 12 days later, he sold his share back for $800. That stake is worth over $200 billion today. But here's the part that should keep you up at night. Wayne has never said he regrets it. He made the best decision he could with what he knew. That is the real wealth lesson. The most expensive decisions never feel like mistakes when you make them. Follow for more.